So exactly how far will $60 get you when it comes to lighting your videos? Well, let's find out. So for $60, I got the Julius Studio 160 light setup, which comes with 2 lights made of 160 LEDs apiece, 2 lighting stands, 2 batteries, and 2 chargers. And all in all, for $60, it seems like it's a pretty good deal. So let's take a look and just look at one of these lights. So open the box up and see what you actually get. So you get the light itself, you get a pack of filters, and that's pretty much it. Now I opened one, hey, monitors came on. So I opened one up a second ago as well, and you get a user's guide, some instructions for popping in the batteries. But let's take a look at this. So it's 160 LED lights. You also get a hot shoe adapter, so you can mount this on top of your camera if you want to, or it's got a screw here so you can put it on a little screw mount on a stand. You can also attach it directly to a tripod if you wanted to. Now, just 160 LEDs, no lens or anything in front of them because there is a slot on top where you can pop your filter. And the filters actually seem like they're thick, pretty decent quality. It's better quality stuff than I was expecting. And then they just slide on in, and you can use this one so you don't get very direct bright lights right in your face, but you're still going to get some pretty bright lights. These things light up pretty bright from what I understand. And then you got your different filters. You got your warm, your blue, you got a rose filter here. I am no professional when it comes to really any sort of camera or lighting equipment, so I'm not sure when you would use these, but hey, that's something that I'm going to learn. As far as putting the batteries in, this one came with these are generic batteries that are for a Sony, I believe. They have the little pole mounts, I guess is what you would call them. But this pops off, which isn't much of a battery cover considering has a hole right in it. And then this kind of slides right on in. So it's easier said than done. Oh. But get it in there and then just kind of, I use the back of this, I guess. Nope. Let's see. There we go. Kind of slides on in. Oh, and then you have this button on the back, which tells you your status of your battery. So I got 4 lights, so this thing is full. And then you got your dimmer switch. So I don't want to put it directly in the camera. You can control how bright it is, or is it? And they seem to get pretty bright. So pop a filter in here, basically a diffuser on this one, kind of scatter the light out a little bit. Makes it a little bit easier to tolerate, but not a ton. So that's basically it. The build quality seems okay. I mean, it's plastic. These pretty much equate to $30 or less a piece. So I think you can buy these individually for like what, 23, 25 bucks a piece. So the extra 30 bucks I guess would count the battery and the stands and everything. So I'll show you what the stands look like. They're definitely not impressive, and I'll use them a little bit, I think, but I think I might buy some better quality stands. But once I show you the stands, we'll set these up and see exactly how well they work. Alright, so here's one of the stands. Nothing special about it. It's a little clunky to use. It's not very smooth. The joints definitely could stand to be, no pun intended, lubricated. It extends a little bit, but it's not very big. So I'll probably get some tripods or something that are going to be a little bit taller. But then again, maybe I don't need them, so I'll play around with them, and maybe the stands will work just fine. But just looking at them, I think that might be a little bit too short for what I kind of want to do with them. However, we'll see. So for the sake of judging just the lights on their own, here is a shot with no lighting whatsoever except for a little bit of lighting that's leaking in back through this window here. So I'm going to turn on the lights and we're going to see what type of difference they make with no other lights or lighting help at all, just the lights on their own. Alright, so here's basically the exact same setup except I have a light on this side of me and a light on this side of me, and it seems to light up pretty decent. Now I don't know like proper light where you're supposed to put the lights at, so I'll give it one more shot with the lights directly in front of me so you can see what it looks like. So this is basically completely side lit, so now we'll do completely front lit and see what that difference looks like. Okay, so now I got all the light coming right at me. It's kind of hard to see. I'm going to do this because they're actually blinding me quite a bit. But now here's all the light coming right at me. I guess there's a difference between front lit and side lit. I haven't watched it back, so who knows? You'll be the judge of that one. Next, I'm going to do one in front and one to the side because I understand a lot of people do that type of lighting, so we'll see what that looks like. And then I'll turn on all the lights and we'll see what it looks like when you have everything going. And by all the lights, I mean like my ceiling light. I'll open the window as well. We'll get as much light in as possible and see how much these help above and beyond just natural light and a lamp. So here we are. So I got one in front, one to the side, and not a whole lot to say. I don't know if they're properly spaced or placed where they should be, but there it is. So now we have my ceiling light on and the window open, and this is normally how I would shoot a video in this room because that's the only access I had because I didn't have a whole lot of room to put my umbrella light up, and when I did it was really cumbersome again. I didn't like doing it. So these are very versatile, so I'm going to turn these on now and we'll see what the difference looks like with all this normal lighting on and both of these guys on. Now I should mention the intro that I shot, I did have one of these on, but only one of them. And now I have all the light. So the biggest difference that I've noticed is, yeah, I may be lit a little bit better, I assume. I may be a little bit brighter, but the biggest difference is on my camera, I can actually now shoot at a higher shutter speed. Normally I would shoot at around 30, I guess, I don't want to say 30 frames per second because that's not accurate, but a shutter speed of 30. Now I can bump it up to 60, which is going to give me a little bit sharper image. A lot of my videos have looked really soft because I haven't had proper lighting. This allows me to dial in a higher shutter speed, and I can shoot at a much sharper aperture as well. So that in itself should give me better looking videos, and that's really the goal. So while I try to improve the content I put in them, I also want to improve the way that they look. So this is step one in improving the way that my videos look. So hopefully you agree they look better. I hope they look better going forward. I think this probably looks better than any other video I've ever shot in this room just because I'm lit better and I can shoot a little bit sharper video. So thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. If not, hey, that's cool too. Give me a like or dislike, subscribe if I kind of blew you away. Doubtful, but you never know. You never know who's watching. You don't know. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.